Hi everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Jasmine Chiswell and today's video is going to be something extra personal, so let's get started. So the question was, what is the worst reaction that I've had for dressing the way that I do? So as you guys might have known, I think I've spoken about it maybe once or twice before, I've had so many bad reactions for dressing like I do, and there was really one, it was the one that I spoke about in my TikTok video that really stuck with me the most. And I think it stuck with me the most because it was like one of the first times I've experienced something bad, and it was such a moment in of me dressing vintage that it really made me have to gain perspective and things like that. So basically around 3 years ago, it was my birthday, and we went to the Hollywood Museum, which, as you guys know, it is so cool. But basically the Hollywood Museum, they have a lot of old memorabilia from different movies, different actors and actresses throughout the years, like different props. It's such a cool place, and if you're ever in Los Angeles, please go visit. It's so cool, and it has a lot of things from like Marilyn Monroe, Lucille Ball, Audrey Hepburn, things like that in that building, because it used to be the old Max Factor building. So Max Factors, they would bring people in like old stars and they would make them to who they are today. Like they would dye their hair, they would sort out their makeup. It was just amazing. It's such an incredible experience. So if you guys want to see it, then I definitely recommend it. But yeah, so I was on my way there and we had parked the car and we were about to walk in, and I was walking up the street with Maverick, and basically these kids were gathered outside. They were with their parents as well, and they ran up and they started pointing at us like right in our face and started laughing at us. And I think for me it was a shock, because I thought maybe we only see this maybe in movies, like when they're being overly dramatic or something like that. But I realized obviously this was a reality, and this was people actually doing this to me right now in public. Like this is a thing. It's not just like a fantasy. It's not just like something you're like, okay, this could happen like in one of your worst nightmares. It's just like crazy. And basically I didn't know what to do at the time. I think I just stopped and I just kind of looked, and then they were laughing, and then they were like talking to each other and laughing more. And I was like to Maverick, I was like, I don't know what's so funny. Like, I don't know. And it's for me, my style is how I am every single day. It's how I dress. I just see myself as just wearing clothes. I'm not walking around naked or anything. I just wear my clothes, I get up, I get ready, it's my style. And I pick out stuff from like this top is like a recreation of a 50s top, and I have like really cute, these are like my favorite shorts, you guys. Like kind of like camouflage kind of style shorts, and that's just kind of how I am. I find like things from everywhere to make up an outfit and things like that. But yeah, so I just say it's my style, my fashion, and I really thought about it being funny or comical and things like that. And Maverick and I, we kind of like walked into the Hollywood building because it was right near the steps. And I walked in and we were talking to the woman, and I think I was like so in shock about what happened, and I felt so like nervous and uncomfortable and embarrassed. But I wasn't embarrassed for anything. I felt embarrassed for myself, and I think that was the worst thing I could ever feel. You should never feel embarrassed about yourself. You should never, like, you are you, and you're amazing, and you're so unique, and there's only one of you in the world. Like, you should never feel embarrassed for yourself. And I felt sad for myself in that moment, and I kept saying to Maverick, I want to go home, I want to just go to bed, I want to hide under my sheets and not come out. And I remember like Maverick as well, like he was like supporting me. He was like, just keep going, you got this, like who cares about what they think. And I think it's like at the time, of course, like you have to like try and train yourself to think that way. And I think I went in and I was like, it's my birthday, and my dad told me never cry on your birthday because it's like bad luck. He was like, never ever. So I was like, I'm not gonna cry, I'm just gonna keep going. I'm gonna just kind of pull myself together, and I'm gonna walk in and I'm gonna enjoy the rest of my birthday, because I've never been to the Max Factor building, I've never been to the Hollywood Museum. So I was like, I am not gonna ruin this opportunity, I have to just enjoy it. And it was a great day. And you know, like when I came home, I thought about it, and it's something that I always remember. And I said to myself, as I just said before, is I should never feel embarrassed about myself. Like you should never feel embarrassed for how you want to be, or how you want to dress, or how you want to act. No, you should never feel embarrassed for yourself. if you choose to wake up one morning and, I don't know, cut your hair, dye it different colors, like, I think that's really cool. Like, for me, I think embracing yourself and who you want to be and being that person is so incredible and it's so amazing. And to me, like, I just think that I'm just like, be yourself, like, that's amazing. Whenever I see someone with like really cool style, I'm always like, that's amazing. Or I go up to them and I'm just like, I love this, like, this is amazing, like, I love your jacket. Or if I love like something that they have, I'm just like, that's so cool, like, that's amazing. Because at the end of the day, we should all be lifting each other up. And if you don't like something, just walk on by. You know, like, don't write that comment. Don't say something hateful. Because at the end of the day, that's still a person. They still have feelings. And I always think about it as well. And it's one of these common lines that people say in school, like your parents say it, your grandparents say it. It's always like, treat others the way that you would love to be treated yourself. So if you feel that you want to be loved, then don't hate on others. Remember that we're all humans. We all have emotions. We all have feelings. Everybody reads comments. Don't read the nasty comments. And I love responding to each and every one of you guys because you guys are like my family. So I love to respond to as many as I can. But whenever I see like a lot of hate or a hateful video about me or something like that, I have to pull myself away from the comments just purely because you know that they're going to be there. And it's been hard for me to get used to that in a sense because it's like, no one should ever get used to people hating on them or saying nasty things. So I think for like the moral of my story is always just be you, be 100% you, like be your raw self, just be who you want to be, you know. And I feel like that's so important for each and every one of us. And wake up each day and be like, you know, I want to put on those bright pink platform Doc Martens. Oh my goodness, you guys don't know I love Doc Martens. You know, like, put that on. If you want to go out and you're like, oh, like, I don't feel like I can wear red lipstick to my work, or I couldn't wear glitter eyeshadow to my work, put the glitter eyeshadow on, put the red lipstick on. You know what? Because you should do what makes you happy. You should do what makes you you and what makes you unique and what makes you special. You know, like, I always used to think to myself, like, you know, maybe I should try and fit in. And I remember questioning myself that night. I was like, scrap this, I'm going to go back and I'm going to dress modern. And I was like, why? Why should I go back and change who I am and what I've always wanted to do because someone just thought that how I dressed wasn't their taste, like they'd laughed at it? I shouldn't change who I am for them. I don't know who they are. I don't know, I've never spoken to them. They didn't even speak to me then, they just laughed at me. So it's like, why should I let how other people's reactions of me or like other people's feelings on my clothing affect how I want to dress? And that's the moral of the story today that I wanted to put out there to you guys, is be 100% you. Be the you that you've always wanted to be. If you say, you know, I've always wanted to dye my hair pink, but I just felt like I couldn't, do it. And you know what? If you decide, like, I don't know, 3 days later, a week later, you know, I don't really like the pink hair anymore, then you can get rid of it. You know, like, everything you can change, like, everything. And for me, like, I would never hide anything like that from you guys. I always want to be 100% real with you guys. I want to be 100% myself with you guys. And I want to help you guys in any way that I can. You're all just amazing people. And if I can help you guys with anything, then yeah, I will. You know me, like, I really want to. So if you guys have any other questions that you want me to answer, whether it's about high school, university, like clothing, anything like that, any kind of issue, like any kind of relationship issues, just let me know in the comments because I am here for you guys and I'm here to be your cheerleader. So please let me know. So yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you like this video, please don't forget to leave a like, a comment, and to subscribe. I'm so shocked that we're at 225,000 subscribers. Oh my goodness, you guys are so amazing. I love each and every one of you, and have an amazing rest of your day, you guys.